Hey guys, it's Gabriel Roberts with Roberts Bushcraft out here at the beautiful Roanoke River. We've made it back to one of our locations called Pine Top, and we're down here this Saturday clearing out routes and scouting out the area. We're clearing out routes down to the water so we can easily wash our cook sets, replenish our water, wash clothes, things like that. I mean, anything you need water for. Down here, we're trying to get easy access to it. So guys, we're gonna keep on scouting out. Got an Alice pack now, a medium Alice actually. I've been wanting one for a while just to have it and test it out. It's working great so far. Stay tuned, guys. There you go. So we set up hammocks, made some lunch, took my canteen off my Alice pack, put it on my belt right here at my hip, so I'll have that with me. Got my Baco, big clippers, tinier clippers, and jacket liner, my smog, boonie, good old faithful leather gloves, and I'm ready to go clear out a little bit more of the trail that we've been making, kind of clear out some of the leftover spots where we've cut the branches out the way, but we still got pieces sticking up out the ground. That's what I'm going to use for the Baco for, and hopefully it'll be successful, and shouldn't be too long until I come back. See ya.
Meanwhile, I'm going to sit here and enjoy potted meat. Needs no salt. It's good stuff though. It's my maple spoon that I carved here. Bon appetit.
We just felled a small pine here. We're doing some things around the campsite, making seats and different things. But as we're processing this up, I thought it'd be a good tip just to show you how you can actually eat a pine tree. Now I know that sounds crazy, but if you're lost in the woods, you're looking around for berries and stuff and you can't find anything that you know is edible, look for pine trees. So the layer that you want to eat is called the cambium. So right under the bark, and this is a pretty good representation, right under that layer of bark, there's this thin white layer called the cambium, and this is part of it right here. So you just peel it up. It should be flimsy, easy to pull off, and you can eat it. You can boil it, you can crisp it up over a fire, kind of makes it like candy, which is really good, or you can just eat it straight off the tree. Either way, it's all good. Tastes about like you'd imagine. Tastes like a pine tree smells. Kind of sticks your mouth together, but whatever you gotta do. It's kind of neat to be able to eat a pine tree, and that's something that you can tell your friends and family, hey, I know how to eat a pine tree now. So that was a good little tip right there that I thought we should share with you.
Okay, quick tip here. One thing I run into a lot while hiking through the woods is I'll have branches snag on my zipper pulls. Sometimes it'll open the zippers, I'll lose gear. So one way around that is to lock these two zipper pulls together. And what I like to do is open one, top or bottom, doesn't matter which one, and pull the other through, like so. The one I just pulled through, I'll open that up and pull the top one through, and just keep on repeating that process. And basically what that does is it just creates a big nice looking braid like that. So when it does snag, the branches will pull both zippers and not just one, so I won't lose any gear. So quick tip from Robert Sportscraft.
This is my Husqvarna 26-inch Forest Axe, 26-inch handle that is. I took a torch to it and burned the handle a little bit, as you can see. I also engraved my name here with a wood burner and a Dremel. You see the little tree right up here. I thought that was kind of neat. I coated this in boiled linseed oil. I've really enjoyed using this axe so far. I also put candle wax on the head. I'm really enjoying using this axe so far. Can't wait to get out there and use it some more. And oh yeah, also I put inch marks on the back, on the top of the handle that is. Put inch marks there. The big inch mark here marks a foot. But again, guys, I'm really enjoying using this axe, and I can't wait to get out there and use it some more. Our second night ops out here.
Land navigation.
Land navigation. Navigating around in the night. As much as we can, we're trying to go with no headlamps, just to kind of add a little challenge to it. You know, like if we had to escape and evade, we wouldn't want to be using a bunch of lights, screaming, "Hey, we're here!" You know, if we had to get out of Dodge somewhere. So we're just hiking along, regular old trail. There's the dam right there. They are running a lot of water, so we're gonna go down there and check that out. It looks, the mist that the water, from the water, looks really cool right now at night, so we're definitely gonna go down there and get a good look at that. All right, guys, so let's get it going. Got some deer right there. Just ran right into the woods. That is the second deer spotting we've had out here.
In the past 2 days.
Past 2 days.
So, wasn't quick enough on the draw to get the camera out and actually catch them on camera, but we jumped about 4 deer just now. And again, this is not something you want to fall into.
Look at that out there. That'll really mess your day up.
That would really mess your day up.
Trapped in one of those. It's going to be kind of hard to see on screen here, but there's a tree line over here, and there's a single dead tree right there, right about there. So we were just thinking, if you were able to get out of these rapids, and you were able to get into the tree line, your problems are just beginning. Yes, you saved yourself from drowning, and you've gotten clear of the roughness, but now you have to worry about hypothermia. So getting into that tree line over there is going to save you from dying in the water, but now you might die on land because you're hypothermic. So if you don't get a fire started quick, then you can easily die within 30 minutes of it, or less. So guys, number one, make it right with Jesus out here. Number two, have a waterproof, stay out of the water. Number three, have a waterproof fire kit and a mini survival kit that's also waterproof. Always on standby, always with you. It can be EDC, it can always be in your outside backpack, but you need to always have it with you just in case if you do ever fall in, or if you think it's just fun to go try to swim in these rapids or something and you do get caught, you need to always have it with you.
Because you're stupid and you want to jump in something like this.
Yeah.
You play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes.
Especially way on out there. That's rough out there.
That's a real big prize out there.
Alright, so what we have here is our Gabriel's fire kit. Tape along the outside so it's waterproof. So we've got some gathered some grass, prairie grass, on the way out here. But we've had rain showers. This is all wet. Tried to fan it. See if I could dry it off just a little bit. But I'm going to see if we've got something inside here that we can use to get a good coal going.
He's been collecting some firewood here for a little while. I've been setting up my hammock right behind us.
Alright, so inside of this kit we've got several things. We've got matches. We've got small pieces of fat wood. Here we have small pieces of charred punk wood, and here char cloth. I think with the grass being wet, I'm going to try the charred punk wood first. Maybe a couple different pieces all at once. This stuff gets hot and it burns very well. One of the most valuable skills, if not the most valuable skill you can have, is how to make a fire. So with the charred punk wood, char cloth, fat wood, always have an emergency backup way to make a fire. Bic lighter. So if I can't get this going with the charred punk wood, we're going to the Bic lighter. So one of the questions we always get when we try to show people how to do these primitive fires is, well, why don't you just carry a Bic lighter? Well, we do. But the object is, use this only in an emergency situation because it's instant flame. But the resource, the fuel, is limited. So if you can start a fire with alternate methods, do that. Save this for the emergency. So we're going to try and get this processed up just a little. See if we can get a flame going in here on this charred punk wood. Yeah, hopefully you can see the coal. There we go.
Catch them flying.
Now, cut my light back on so I can see. And I gathered up a lot of the cedar pieces. Let's see if we can get that to burst into flame. Now again, it's very wet, but that dried cedar will usually catch pretty quick.
This is something that we already had pre-cut earlier in the year and have set out to dry.
That's what I'm looking for right there.
And those dry needles will catch up really quick. Nature's gasoline right there.
So even with things being wet, I opted to go with the charred punkwood because the ember is larger, it's hot, and it'll dry out that wet grass pretty fast. Try and pile on these loose pieces. So they'll dry out with that flame and eventually make a decent little bed of coal so we can put some of the larger stuff on. But here we are at Christmas Eve. This is the night before Christmas Eve, and one of the things that we enjoy doing here at Roberts Bushcraft is getting out late at night, exploring God's creation, and counting our blessings. Family, friends, all the things that we enjoy.
Freedom.
Freedom. This wonderful country we live in. You know, the ups and downs we've had this year. And yeah, the ups are blessings. And sometimes the downs are blessings. We have to be thankful to God in all situations, good or bad. And
Starting to rain here a little bit.
Nights like tonight give us a great way to do that.
Yep. That flame is really high. Got a rocket going over here. It's starting to rain a little bit. Starting to drizzle. Nice warm fire. It's burning hot right now because of all those needles and the cedar wood. Again, having dry wood helps. But the tinder we collected just along the way, it had already been rained on earlier today.
And that's one thing you have to learn, is to gather materials as you're traveling along. Don't wait until you get to your campsite or to your bivy site to begin to look for materials. You're passing them all along the way. So just gather them as you go. Oh yeah, we've got a nice little fire going here. All right. Inside this old Molly 2 pouch, that's where I keep my Stanley Adventure cook set. Coffee, and then the Adventure cook set. So I'm gonna boil up some water, or heat up some water for some hot chocolate. On the inside, got another stuff sack. This is where I keep the cup and more coffee kit, creamer, sugar, things like that. So, here we go.
So we've got hot chocolate on the fire. Dad's got his Stanley Adventure cook set. I got the old USGI canteen cup. I just set a little canteen system on my medium Alice. And boiling up some water right there in both of those for the hot chocolate. While we're waiting, what better to do around a campfire than whittle sticks? Hot chocolate mix. Already heated my water up. I put my water on the fire a little earlier than Dad's, so his is still heating up.
As you guys can tell from previous videos, we love hot chocolate around here. How was it?
Pretty good. Hot right now.
Just about time to take mine off the fire.
Hot chocolate cooled off a little bit. Really a nice treat out here. Beautiful Roanoke River. Christmas Eve. Can't beat nice, warm, hot chocolate beside the river.
It's just been a wonderful day.
Really has. It's been a beautiful night out here. It's been a cloudy night. The moon has been covered by clouds most of the night, so it gave a really cool effect. When you looked at the moon, it was almost like I had some kind of filter across it. It was really cool how the light was shining through. But I'm gonna enjoy this hot chocolate by the fire for a little while. Dad's waiting for his to cool off for a little bit. And before too long here, we're gonna hike on out, wait for this fire to die down, and head on home, get us some sleep, go to Grandma's house in the morning.
Nighttime on the river. Very dark. Well, folks, we didn't do a lot of nighttime land navigation tonight. We made it to our rally point. Just decided to sit down and build a small fire and warm up some water for some hot chocolate and just kind of sit around and talk for a little while. Seems like an alien thing to do these days, an alien concept these days, to sit around and talk with your children, talk with your friends, talk with your family. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
So we've been hiking around a little bit, got to Roberts Point, drank our hot chocolate, came on back across the bridge, right here on the road right now. Just kind of wanted to sum up everything that we did tonight and just kind of tell you different little things. The object of tonight was to do some land navigation, and for me to be able to pick up spoor. So Dad would go ahead, and I would have to find his tracks and follow them. Of course, we knew where we were going to end up. Of course, just for safety reasons, we always have a rally point. Roberts Point, that was where we wanted to end up tonight. But the object of tonight was a different route to get there, and following Dad's different route that he took, and picking up on that. So we did some night tracking, night navigation. We didn't really do a whole lot of night exploration down further because, quite frankly, we got the heebie-jeebies. It just, you know, you get those gut feelings and it just doesn't feel right. That's what we got tonight. Close quarters in the woods when we were walking through the different trails. During the day, you'll never get that. I mean, because you can see everything, you know. At night, you turn around, it's just darkness behind you. Even with a headlamp, you can't see but so far. And it's just darkness. It just kind of gives you that weird feeling. And that's what we got tonight, so we just decided to stop at Roberts Point. There's also safety in numbers, you know. We did a night ops maybe a month or two ago with my brother Noah. It was me, Dad, and Noah. And we hiked all the way down there. We didn't get those kind of feelings because there's safety in numbers. The more people you have, the more homey it feels, the more, you know, you just feel safe the more numbers you have. When it was just me and Dad out here, like I said, we got the heebie-jeebies hiking. Whoever was at the back, it just kind of gave you a feeling like you needed to keep on looking over your shoulder to see what was behind you. And also, it's important to note that you perceive things different during the night. Sounds, like the water moving on both sides of this, on both sides of the island here in the middle. Just a regular river flowing, and then you got the real rough water that the dam's letting through to the flood water. You just hear that different, and
at times it sounded like with the wind blowing through the trees, the water brushing against the rocks, washing against the rocks. It almost sounded like people talking.
Yeah, it was.
Out here
crazy.
where we are, there are no people. So, you know, it kind of made the hair on the back of our necks stand up. And when you have those gut feelings, you know, you get spooked, yeah, that's one thing, but all night long there's just been an air of
Just something ain't quite right.
just something's just not right.
We
So,
were gonna go to Pine Top. You know, we've been cutting the trail there. We got it pretty much cleaned up, but again, it just didn't feel right. And there was no reason for us to go to Pine Bluff, which is basically on top of Roberts Point, because we weren't right there by the riverside, and it would just be hiking up there for really nothing, because we wouldn't. That's normally where we camp, is up top, but we wouldn't have been by the river. It just wouldn't have been as nice of an experience as down by the riverside. And you know, the last thing that we want to do out here is spook a bear, because those honeysuckle bushes, you get when you cut a group of them, like, you know, they grow in a big little bundle and they all just kind of sprout out. When you cut those at the bottom and you move them away, you have, okay, so you got that one, kind of like in a video game, you got like different blocks of buildings. So you got that one block open now, but you still, if you were to spook something under those, because you can't see below you, because they're about chest height, so you can't see what's under those when you clear out one block of it or one row. You can't see what's under those. So if you have like a bear or something in a corner, and you hiking along, you're just getting it, and you walk up on that,
you're in trouble.
you are, because if it's cornered, any animal that's cornered is going to come out swinging. I'm Gabriel Roberts with Roberts Bushcraft. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure to go to our website, robertsbushcraft.com. Check out our Facebook, Instagram. It's been a real fun night out here. Thank you for joining me with this adventure.
God bless.